Well, the situation for Norwich is frighteningly simple. If they lose, they will be relegated. If they draw, they will stay up only if Brighton and Sunderland lose. And if they win, they're safe only if one of Brighton, Sunderland and Coventry lose. But with the recovery of Woods and Fashanu and the return of McDowell and Barham after injury, they're at full strength. But if they go down, players like Justin Fashanu, 21 goals this season, will be so much harder to keep. But the captain, Graham Padden, has been through it all before. He was with the club in 1973 when they needed to beat Crystal Palace in similar circumstances. They were one down early on. Colin Suggett equalised. Dave Stringer, now the youth team coach, scored the winner in the last minute and they stayed up. Leicester City are going down after only one season in the First Division. They're young, average age 21, they're hard-working, but goals have been hard to come by. And the rebuilding has already begun. Two players making First Division debuts, number 4, Paul Ramsey, and number 3, Norman Lee, the 19-year-old defender, introduced for his height and strength here. A bonus for Leicester, a blow for Norwich. Alan Young returns to the side. He picked up a 3-match suspension during the week, but it won't start till next season. The referee is Brian Daniels from Brentwood. The conditions, very windy, very dry, just the sort of thing you don't want for this particular match. And it's Leicester City in the white shorts to kick off. Well, a big occasion, and the question really is, how is it going to affect two sides? One under no pressure at all, the other under tremendous pressure. This is O'Neill, picked up by Maguire, and Leicester will be guaranteed to bite hard and run hard, and there's a free kick there. Alan Young just returned from suspension and is due to start another one. Wilson got a touch, but it wasn't clean enough. Maguire, Fashanu, great move, good save. Smooth stuff from Norwich City. Well, that was a dangerous moment for Leicester there, and some sweet flowing stuff when Wilson didn't get a clear header. Maguire, a neat back header there, and Fashanu was in fast, and the goalkeeper did superbly. And Maguire, nice little touch to Barham. Leet comes to him first. In for Maguire, good ball. Barham still going in the right. This is Fashanu. Good shot. But from a very difficult angle, and the goalkeeper was doing his job absolutely right. Melrose in here with John McDowell coming to Maguire. Who's supporting him on the left? Nobody, so he's having to go back the other way. O'Neill, pressured by Wilson. Leet on the left-hand side, lovely ball. Melrose, good turn, beautiful stuff. Wilson going in there, Young with a touch. Young gets it, and no, put in the end by Melrose. Young's shot didn't quite go over, but Woods certainly well beaten there, and it's Melrose who must surely get the final credit. But that really was quite right, because Melrose had some superb work in there before this incident. Young should have scored himself. Woods didn't get hold of it, but then Melrose with the easy task of tapping it over the line. A real disaster for Norwich City. They go down after only 20 minutes, 1-0 to Leicester. Young might have had the touch, but in fact it must surely be credited to number 8 Jim Melrose. Walford gets a foot to it. Ramsey, who's had a quiet game so far, but Melrose in there challenging for that one. Has had more than that, and Melrose going to get another one. Surely he's held off. It's going to go in. He's done it again. Leicester go 2 up. Jim Melrose once more. What a disaster again for Norwich City. The wind possibly beating the defender there, but that should have been a penalty really. The referee allowed play to go on, and it bobbles in. So 2-0 now for Leicester City. Surely can Norwich get 3 goals, but they might get a break here as Barham goes forward. And well held by Wallington. Well, this is amazing stuff. Leicester City have, of course, got 5 good away wins in the First Division this season, playing with a lot of abandon, but there's abandonment in the Norwich defence as McDonald goes forward. Melrose was close to getting that one, but Walford gets it away. But they're biting hard, Leicester City. McDonald to Melrose. And he wasn't offside, although Norwich were appealing, and he's looking for his hat-trick. Joe Raw doesn't get it cleanly. Brought down, free kick. Well, if Norwich pull back from this one and get points, it'll be a really dramatic story. Now it's Barham with a bit of room. Maguire! And the fight back has started. Mick Maguire, as if to say, come on, let's get on with it. He's over the halfway line already. Well, there's a lovely ball to Barham. He's left with much too much room. He was able to pick out his cross. Maguire pick out his header. 2-1. So we've certainly got drama on our hands here. And just the stuff to set before the troops on the last game of the season. And Downs feeding Watson, and he makes an error. Oh, he's under pressure from Melrose. Oh, they're getting themselves into all sorts of scrapes here. Watson is the main culprit, and Woods has made a mess of it. And Linux is in, but it's a free kick. Look at those 2 Norwich City players there. They've got away with this one, Downs and Woods, but they're very, very lucky. Well, Linux would have thought that he had a gift of a goal there, but according to the referee, nothing. Just a free kick to Norwich City. Well, Woods and Downs were certainly very fortunate on that occasion. And a lot of space for John McDowell. Both sides really going for goals here. And Barham again with room. Royal on the near post. Not good enough. Back to John McDowell. Still Barham with room. Leeds being pulled all over the place here. John McDowell must get a good one in now. Fashanu. Away by Ramsey. Good challenge by the Leicester defence there. You've got to get in there and balk them, even if you don't get the ball yourself. O'Neill. Williams behind him. Padden not fouled? No. Downs. Losing Linux. Downs with a cross. Fashanu getting up. Heading down for Barham. For Maguire, rather. Maguire coming in fast. Very, very difficult opportunity, that. Young and Walford. Maguire is really working so hard and effectively in very difficult circumstances, facing often the wrong way. Leet to McDonald, to Linux, and Maguire in there again. Terrific stuff, but not quite hard enough to get it to Barham, and it's Linux now with a chance to cross. But it hits McDowell and goes for a corner. Well, the game really roaring from end to end. 2 big guys coming up, 3 big fellas from the back, in fact, Leet among them. O'Neill making a run forward. There's May, there's Leet. Oh, it's off the line by John McDowell. And they're on the break, and Norwich City could have been totally broken there. But O'Neill is surging forward, as he did against Spurs. But this time, they've almost been stopped. They have now. Well, again, terrific drama in that Norwich City goalmouth when that corner came across. They were really at 6s and 7s. It was well hit. Big guys leaping for it, but it comes then to Leet. He whacks it, and on the line there, McDowell to clear. Fashanu to chase this one with John O'Neill. Paddon's come back to help him. That's Norwich City's. Barham coming over to take this one. Is it going to be a short one this time? Yes, to O'Neill. O'Neill's cross, touched by Royal. Oh, and almost no goal. O'Neill almost put that past his own goalkeeper. Great save by Wallington. Well, they're not short of action here. Once O'Neill had got past his man here, he drove one in which was touched by Royal, and then O'Neill trying to change direction, nearly beat his own goalkeeper. But while all that is going on, Norwich City are making a substitution. John McDowell, unfortunately, has had to go off. It must be bad because we were into time added on in this first half, and Ross Jack has come on, so they'll have to do some reorganising. Well won by Young when it comes to Downs. Young again competing with Dave Watson, but Watson has conceded a free kick. Watson, one of the Norwich City players who looked surprisingly nervous in this first half. May's kick. Young beating Watson there. Melrose, McDonald. Oh, a good save. And Leicester almost getting another one. Woods at work there, all right. After Young had won the ball in the air here, Norwich were in a little bit of trouble. Couldn't get the ball under control as Melrose knocks it back to McDonald. Good snapshot and a great save. And a corner to Leicester. McDonald on the near post. Wilson, well wide. Well caught by a policeman. All the fun of the affair here. But that's the end of the first 45 minutes. And what a half of movement and drama, particularly after Maguire pulled one back, when Melrose had put Leicester City 2-0 up after only 22 minutes. An amazing series of events. No storybook series, though, for Norwich City. They've still got it all to do. If it stays like this at half-time, at full-time, they will go down. So, after 45 minutes, a game of great pace. The score is Norwich 1, Leicester 2. It could so easily have been worse. So the start of the second half, and things really couldn't be worse for Norwich City. They're losing here, and all the other sides are getting good results or good scores at the moment. And the flag goes up there for offside. They're going to have to put it together a lot better up front. They've certainly created some openings, but they must settle down and get rid of some of this nervousness at the back. Leicester City playing with relaxation and a fair bit of abandonment, and are really quite enjoying themselves out there. Referee getting out of the way. Alan Young collecting. Appeals for handball. Game goes on. Joe Royal. Breaks for O'Neill. Ramsey gets in the way. Maguire for Fashanu. Larry May comes over. Holds off though. Behind him he's got Barham. O'Neill. In comes Royal. Appeals for a corner, but no. The referee says it hit Royal on the top of the head, and that's the goal kick. In which case it was a blooming good effort, although he thought it hit the defender. O'Neill hooking it in. Royal really attacking the ball, and I must say it looks as if it did hit the defender. Ramsey. Caught by Downs. Forward goes Fashanu. Over goes O'Neill. And Fashanu might get through here. Fashanu. It's in! Justin Fashanu gets Norwich back on terms. Well, Greg Downs played a big part in that by winning that ball. Then Fashanu beat O'Neill. Then he really showed his coolness. Beautiful goal. Number 22 of the season, but much more important, it's 2-2 here and a lifeline for Norwich City. Fashanu will be a hero anyhow. Could get the freedom of the city if this sets them on the way to victory. Watson caught again. Young in possession. Swinging it wide to Ramsey. Downs in fast. Padden. Downs keeps going on the left-hand side. Padden has gone forward now. Chance for him to cross. Royal is in there. Fashanu! Oh, complete miscue. The ball didn't come to him quite fast enough, but that's the sort of opportunity that he can usually bury. Again, it was good work by Downs on that left-hand side, a cross which Royal competed for, taking a man out, and then a difficult bounce on the hard ground, which confused Fashanu. Royal and May coming to Henderson for his first touch. McDonald has dropped back to fullback, but here comes Ramsey forward, and Melrose is in with a chance. It's going in. It's a hat-trick. And Norwich City are trailing again. Woods came out to no avail. Well, Maguire bursting through, trying to get hold of Ramsey, couldn't do so, and Ramsey does well to get it to Melrose. Woods is out, but it's a neat bit of play by Melrose, and it's 3-2. And for Jim Melrose, provided he gets the credit for that first one, that's a hat-trick. And that's a marvellous scoreline for him and for Leicester. Another touch of disaster for Norwich. Walford cut out easily by Wilson. You could see him shaping for that. Now it's 4 against 3, but Downs does well to make it Norwich City's ball. Jack. O'Neill. Oh, Fashanu had to check back. Maguire. Fashanu again, he can get down to the line. Good cross, touches the bar, and it's O'Neill to see it off. John O'Neill that time. So Norwich City so close to another one. Maguire did well to get it to Fashanu, not much of an angle, and perhaps it might be too near the goal, but against the bar on the way eventually. O'Neill's corner, and he's come to Jack. Couldn't get a shot in. Now Leicester breaking. It's 3 against 2. Indeed, it's going to be 5 against 2 in a minute. If Linex can get it clear to Melrose, he's got another chance. Behind him is McDonald. Wood stays on his line. Young gets up well, and it's over the top. Well, they're really flinging people forward. Leicester City haven't enjoyed the game as much for a long time, apart from that knock. Well, what a terrible time for manager Ken Brown after the way the side has improved and played so well in the last few months. They look as if they're on the way down. But O'Neill's got by him here for the moment. It's a useful cross. Jack in there, but beaten by Linex, a much smaller player. Jack against Ramsey. Downs, a good cross. Just touched away, though, by O'Neill. And a bit of room by the other O'Neill here. Couldn't quite keep his balance. And into the arms of Wallington. And real despair there for Martin O'Neill. Certainly not going for him. Looking for Wilson, that wasn't a bad ball, but it was well cut out. Royal. Seconds ticking away here. Padden across. Good header. Well, the flag was up there, I thought, but there was a moment where it seemed as if Norwich City were going to get another equaliser as Royal touched that one away to Padden. Now, who got the final touch to this one? As Wallington is stuck on his line. Indeed, it hit O'Neill. It might have gone in if it hadn't. Ramsey, and a little bit arrogant here, but the flag had gone up for offside against Melrose, so Wood's quickly over to take the kick, but surely it's too late. Fashanu just it down to Martin O'Neill. There is the whistle. It is too late. It's 3-2 to Leicester City. Norwich City go down despite Justin Fashanu's brave equaliser. It was Melrose who came back with yet another goal, his third of the game, and he's the hero here, but the villain for Norwich City, because they're down and I'm afraid they're out.
So defeat for Norwich and relegation. Brighton saved themselves with a 2-0 home win against Leeds United. Sunderland, who I think most people felt were the favourites to go down, they stay up after an astonishing 1-0 win at Anfield against Liverpool.